hard work and determination of our area athletes. This is The Score on WQAD News 8.
Good evening and welcome to The Score Sunday. The high school basketball season officially wrapping up this past week. One team in Iowa adds another state championship to their trophy case. Coming up tonight, we'll talk with the state champion Assumption Knights, the boys basketball team, winning their first state championship since 2000 and their fourth in school history. We'll recap the Big Ten tournament as Iowa wins their third straight title. Plus, Hawk fans show up in Minneapolis. We'll show you how the economic boom they brought and how long some of them waited in line for the games. Our FCA Story of the Week will let you know how you can get involved in this year's summer camps. And we'll let you know who's on this week's Midwest Technical Institute Score Standout nominees and how you can vote for your favorite. But we tip off our show tonight with the state champions, Assumption Basketball. We have Kavion Hodges, Damian Jackson, and Joe Tallman with us. And gentlemen, first of all, congratulations. What a great accomplishment it is to win a state championship. Kavion, I'll start with you. When you looked at this team over the summer, was there ever a doubt in your mind that this team had the talent to win a state championship?
No, not at all. I mean, when I came in, I knew that we were a very special team and that we could go as far as we took each other, and that was for a state title.
Damian, did it take some time for this team to mix together over the summer? You play summer ball, but then when you get back in the court for actual season, did it take some time for you guys to kind of gel and get things together?
Yeah, I would say it took us a little bit of time to gel in and kind of know what we like to do as a team, know where we like our spots and stuff. So it kind of took us a minute to develop those relationships.
Joe, being a senior on this team, what was it like to have some guys come in and you see the talent in your senior year and like, man, this could be a special one for me, especially being a senior?
Yeah, I was real happy that we got some good guys coming in because I knew we had some good people returning. So see the good players that we brought in, knew we could go real far.
Your 19-8 record, people probably, and going into the state, I guess it was 16-8.
Yeah.
People probably looked at that, and I know you guys probably felt overlooked. You get the 4 seed. Did that kind of fuel a fire, like people are overlooking us a little bit?
Oh yeah, 100%. Our coaches talked about it. We talked about it. We got reminded all the time. We looked everywhere, like they had us 4 seed. We know we were better than most teams that were there, and so we just really had to show that what we were capable of doing. And so yeah.
How did you guys, Damian, figure out to show those teams at state? How did it all come together so nicely up at state?
You know, just really trusting each other, trusting that we always got each other's back, you know, and really just buying into all the little things. Our coach always mentions, you know, the little things and just having each other's back no matter what, whether in the storm. So I just think that we really bought into the little things, you know, we really bought into a whole.
Joe, everybody had to kind of assume a role. You probably had to take a backseat role or a role that maybe you didn't want going into your senior year. How did you accept that? How did some of the other guys accept that, knowing what could potentially happen this year?
Yeah, I think it's always easier to accept that when you start winning games and everything. So when we kept winning, it just got more fun. You know?
Was it something that during practices you knew you still had to work hard because at any time you could get called on? And you played some valuable minutes and had some valuable moments this year.
Yeah, I think in practice it was more trying to help them get better too than just and work on my own thing because I knew that I'd have to be ready when they call for me too.
How important, Kavion, was it for a guy like Joe and some of the other seniors, coach's son, and some of the other guys kind of buying into that role and trusting you guys to do what you're able to do?
I bet they were fine with they knew what they had to do, and they wanted us as a whole team to get a win and take them as far as we could possibly go. Mm-hmm. And so I feel like they were very happy, accept the role they had to. And Joe, Connor stepped up when they had to. So I'm happy for them and happy for all of us.
Damian, did they make you better in practices? All those guys that came off the bench and played some quality minutes?
Yeah, they made me better. They pushed me every day, you know. They got away with a little bit of some fouls, but, you know, it's really just pushing me to be as good as I could be.
You didn't get no fouls, Willie, did you?
No.
He says no fouls. Hey, no blood, no foul in practice, right?
Yeah,
Is that how it works?
Yeah.
What was state like for you, Joe? Being a senior and being able to walk off that court with not just the trophy, you get the hat, you get the medal, all the things that went into it. How important was that for you?
I think it's great because I've been around teams where we all just cry and everything's sad with everybody that we didn't make it, but this year we didn't have to do that.
You guys played a 5 seed in Ballard in game 1. You turn around and played Decorah in game 2, the top seed.
Yep.
You beat them, and then you have a number 2 seed in Waverly Shell Rock. How tough was this road to win a state championship?
It was it was tough after the Ballard game. We were fine, and then that Decorah Waverly Shell Rock, we had struggled a little bit at the beginning of the game, and then we had figured it out, and that's what I'm proud of us for, and that we were able to do that and win a state title.
Damon, you had a really good state tournament, obviously, good enough to be named the 3A All-Tournament team captain. What did that mean to you?
I mean, it meant everything to me. I came into it kind of hoping that I could get it, but it wasn't something that was on the top of my mind. The top of my mind was winning this state chip, and whatever I had to do to help us do that, I was going to do that.
Did you know, Joe, that it had been 24 years? You guys weren't even born yet. 24 years, the last time Assumption won a state title?
Yeah, I mean, I always knew it, but I never thought how long. I always knew the last time they won was in 2000, but I never thought that it's been that long since we've won.
How important was Coach to this run? I talked to him, and he talked about his brother making it to state, and he never got a chance to win state, and then he does it this year. Him as a coach, his son, with all you guys, he claimed his sons. You know, just how important was he to this run and what you guys were able to do this year?
He was a very important part of this run. I mean, without him, we wouldn't have made this. He pushed us in practice, had us very emotional locker rooms. He talked about it. Yeah, we all got a little teary. He cried. Very happy for him and that he was able to get one, and so he can talk to his brother about it now.
Well, the cool thing about this, for you two anyway, is you're both juniors.
Yep.
All 5 starters are returning, with Navon being a sophomore. You had four juniors and a sophomore starting. Is that motivation for next year? Is that too much pressure for next year? What do you think?
I think that's motivation. I think that we can come into it with a similar mindset and just know going to the regular season what we've accomplished and kind of know our roles already and just know what we're capable of, you know. So I think that we start working today for next season.
What will you remember, Joe, most about this state run and this championship?
Just the connection that we had with each other. We all got along, so we were all just friends, and the bonds that we made.
Favorite part of the state tournament for you two? I'll let you answer first.
I would have to say going out there, looking at the crowd once the buzzer ended, and running in circles with a big smile on my face, knowing we had won the state title.
How about for you, Damon?
I would say it was just knowing that my guys could finally hold the trophy and the banner, and and just being able to put the Assumption logo on the billboard as a state champion.
Well, and you ran over to the crowd and you're like, "Give me the ring!" And I mean, you were all into it too, weren't you? That was, I mean, it had to be a special moment, that big hug at the end and holding that trophy. So, congratulations to you guys. Congratulations on the state title.
Thank you.
You'll remember it forever. You guys will all remember it forever, but you guys can go and get another one next year. So good luck.
Hopefully.
Thank you.
All right, time for our first break. Still ahead, Hawkeye Hoops, how Iowa and the fanfare that goes along with the Hawkeyes up in Minneapolis.
Also opens up the outside, but I like.
The Score continues on WQAD News 8.